there is always a generational war between the old guards and the newbies. Okay, I'll call them that for the sake of this video. So they are always at loggerheads, and that's something very, very normal. However, when it comes to business, and they're at loggerhead in corporate environments and in business setups, it will mean low production, or it could affect business, generally speaking. Okay, this could be because of the different worldviews. The older generation think in a certain way and they feel it's right. The younger generation have a newer way of thinking and they feel it's right, and therefore there will be that clash every time. So younger generation have smarter ways of completing tasks. They are tech savvy, and in the recent times they are utilizing AI to complete tasks, and therefore this can be frowned upon by older generation who feel like they have to earn their stripes through blood, sweat, and tears. Okay. For example, right now you can simply key in some things in the AI chat box, and you can come up with formulas and analysis. But the old guys used to do it the manual way. Okay, and they will feel like that is next to cheating. Okay, and the younger generation are carefree. If you've not worked with them before, you probably won't know this, but let me tell you, they are carefree. They don't fear firing. They can't be threatened by anything. They can't be coerced into doing duties. Okay, they are carefree. Okay, they could leave the job today at 5 and go to another country and come back in the evening, and come back tomorrow evening. Okay, and be at work on Monday. All right, they are carefree, and that is just how they are. Okay, younger generation are also more likely to speak against abuse. If you are in an environment where it has been toxic and you employ a younger generation, you will turn that company upside down, in that you will not take abusers lying down. They speak up. They tend to speak up against abuses, which is a breath of fresh air, okay, in workplaces. So the older guys don't like this very much because they are used to abusing and taking abuses lying down. But the younger generation will come in and will shake up the place and demand answers, okay? And this is something that is frowned upon by older generation who are on guard in these places. There's an assumption that the newbies are not smart, especially when they come into a workspace where someone has over 20 years experience in that certain job. Automatically, the first thing is they believe that because you're coming in, you're fresh, you don't know anything. But this is not true. I learned that the younger generation are super smart. Okay, you might have known that thing for so many years, but they know more about it than you do. Okay, they might not have the experience, hands-on experience like you do, but there's nothing that you tell them that will be strange in their ears. Okay, so learning how to work with them is very, very important. The workplace needs both. The workplace needs experience, but the workplace also needs a fresh injection of new skill or new blood. Okay, because this balance is the one that drives teams. Okay, look at a football team, for example. If you take kids, you won't win much with kids because they lack experience. But if you have a balance of experience and the energy of the youth, you are going to go through the turmoil and even win trophies in the end. So it's needed. The balance between the two is needed. So I long for a day whereby we will finally realize that what the older generation lacks in terms of speed, they make up for it in terms of experience. But what the younger generation lacks in terms of experience, they make up for it in terms of smarts, right? So both are very beneficial, and to managers who are listening to me, employ both. Okay, don't frown upon the younger generation who question you a lot. Okay, but also don't lean towards the older generation so much. and forget that you need this smartness, also the younger generation. Have both in the team. Have both. You'll realize that when you have both, your workspace will achieve goals that you've never dreamed of. Okay? Have you ever experienced generational differences in the workplace before? Feel free to share it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. So click the follow button, DM me for one-on-one coaching sessions. I also offer corporate trainings and consultancy. Always remember, the journey to your best life begins today.